Our Dungeon Master tip of the podcast is prepare only what most benefits your game. This comes from one of my favorite books, The Return of the Lazy Dungeon Master. A simple statement, yet difficult to follow. We all know the maxims, keep it simple or less is more. Regardless, many of us live lives that are far from simple. Figuring out what truly benefits your game takes considerable thought. Every time you pull back the reins on your overactive imaginations, your mind will buck and kick and spit as it tries to push forward, to fill in all the blanks, define every variable, and build out every detail before your game even starts. The success or failure of a game does not depend on the amount of time you spend preparing it. The story exists among the group of people at the table and is good or bad as what those people bring to it.
I forget which guest it was, but I remember them saying, like, the only prep I really do is I write down the stat blocks I need for monsters, same with spells, and then I'll write 6 bullet points that I want to cover on a note card, and that's it.
Yep, you literally just described my DM style
That's
too.
what I do. That's what he taught me, pretty much. I mean, it's not
lazy.
hard to do.
But that's something people do is they over prep. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with over prepping. But in my personal experience, the more I prep, the more I shoehorn my players into that. I went through all this trouble to design this thing, to do this thing. You're going to effing go do this thing. I found that when I let the reins go on that, it just seemed like it was much more fun for everybody. What are your experiences?
The players write the story.
Ooh, that's good.
And true.
It's really them. You can have your little bullet points and stuff. You say, hey, what do you guys want to do? If they say, we want to go over here and explore this area. Well, this bullet point is in that area. You can drop it wherever you need to.
Mm-hmm.
It's really
Modular.
what it takes.
I love that. So, very good DM tip. Make sure you consider this sort of thing. And honestly, it allows you to focus on the other things that are more important. I've got 10 bullet points. How can I tie those bullet points to one of my characters?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right, that'll do it for our Dungeon Master tip. Prepare only what most benefits your game.